And good morning and welcome to Touch Base Daily. My name is Ron Foster. I'm touching base with you as I always do every day. And man, what a weekend. I had an amazing weekend and we're going to talk about that. And also, I heard today is the anniversary of Instagram. Did anyone hear that information? I think it's the how many years? I don't know how many years it is, but I heard it's an Instagram's anniversary. I think I heard it on the news this morning. Anyway, hey Chrissy, welcome Chrissy in the Chrissy's corner. Chrissy, we still have to get together and try to go. Is that exhibition still happening? And when is it in? I almost felt like I saw something said it ended the 9th, but I'm not sure. So we need to check in on that. But this weekend was absolutely amazing. Ah, I'm tired. I'm tired from my weekend yesterday. I had the great opportunity of spending time at Photoville here in New York City, down by the Brooklyn Bridge. But this time I was based at South Street Seaport, and that was wonderful with the team there, and also got to meet some of one, two, one of the photographers that had one of the exhibitions there, and also two of the people that were actually being photographed by the same person. And I don't know if they coordinated it, but the people that were in the photos, excuse me for the in the sound there, the photos, they were there in the photos. It was so cool to see them there early in the day, and in the evening, the gentleman also. And I'll give you all the information to put all that stuff together from yesterday. And I got home last night. I was exhausted. And that's because the night before, I hung out and saw Bad Boys. I am not, and it's so funny. My buddy, he is a fan of Bad Boys. I mean, I look at it, it's cool. I enjoy it. But it was absolutely so much fun. That movie also, as so I heard, did very well this weekend. And they did better than expected. So shout out to the folks of the Bad Boy franchise. It was great, and I promise not to spoil it. I will not tell you. Uh, Adrian says, "I can't believe you saw it before me." It was really good. Oh man, it made you laugh, it made you think, and it made you say, okay, this is not reality. And then it just made you experience so many things in the movie. And it's always good when you go in a day, in the middle, in at the time slot when there's people in the audience, like when you got a full theater. Um, because then you get all the reactions, like the oh, and everyone's laughing. So if you have not seen Bad Boys, what you gonna do when they come for you? You need to see it. So it was really good, and I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm not saying any more about it, but it was a lot of fun. So I'm not gonna be a spoiler. It just started yesterday, so I mean this weekend. So, but they did very well in the box office, and I see our wonderful entertainment person right here, Bryson, is in the building. He says, "I'll know everybody went to. I will know everybody went to see Bad Boys Ride or Die dominates $56 million at the box office, 106 global. Wow, see." Bryson knows all this information. He knows all these like stats. I say I say Bryson's like the Rain Man of entertainment. so, so that's cool. Okay, who else is in the building today? Hey, Brian's in the building. Brian Young is in the building. Brian, we need to talk because um I would like to have you co-host with me on a couple of days, or maybe a day. We'll see. We'll work it out. So we have a Chris is not going to be Chris is going to be busy on a couple of projects on the Thursdays and Fridays. So I will have to have another co-host. So anyone out there, any of the regular folks that want to come on, let me know, and I can schedule it onto the calendar for those days that when Chris is not here. He'll be on the road on a couple of projects. You guys can come on and co-host with me, so we can expand it to the community, right? So if you want to come on and share the platform with me, you are more than welcome. A Thursday, I think I know definitely the Friday after New Year's. Sorry, New Year's, Friday after July 4th. I mean, if I don't do a repeat, if I don't go away for the weekend, we're still trying to figure that one out. But definitely, I think we just did the calendar. We just did the calendar. Let me check out the calendar here. And this Friday it looks like. So if somebody wants to come on this Friday, let me know, and you can share the screen with me. Chrissy, you could come on too, you know? Anyway, just saying. Okay, so what else is going on in the world today? Obviously, Chrissy says, Will Smith was watching it in a theater and he had a face mask on, so no one knew it was him. As he exited, he started talking to folks, and when they realized who he was, the audience went crazy. Look, folks still love Will Smith. See, that's one thing about Americans are quite forgiving. Yes, so Miss Kelly is in the building. Chrissy says she had a ball this week. What did you guys do this weekend? Just speaking, since Chrissy's also shared it, I had a ball this weekend. I went to a book signing and met two of my favorite authors. Nice. What did you guys do this weekend? Besides Chrissy and myself. That was so speaking of also what I did this weekend, and you guys share what you did, so you can just put that right inside the chat. What did you do this weekend? I also on Saturday had a great. Besides going to see Bad Boys, I also that early in the day, Photoville, who I've been really sharing a lot about. This is the last week of Photoville. So if you have not been to Photoville Village and you want to see amazing photography, come on out downtown under the Brooklyn Bridge in Brooklyn. And also there's a small portion of it in South Street Seaport, which is where I was based yesterday. But on Saturday, I had the wonderful opportunity, and let me see if I can cue this up a little bit. And but I had the great opportunity of doing a photo walk with the folks at Flickr. Shout out to the folks at Flickr. That was so nice. In collaboration with Photoville, they did photo walks for photographers, or anyone that wanted to be with photographers. That was on Saturday, and they did another one yesterday. But the one on Saturday, the weather was perfect this weekend. Besides a couple of rain showers yesterday morning, but it was beautiful. We met at the South Street Seaport, walked up Fulton Street, walked across to the Brooklyn Bridge, and it was about 50 of us. Probably, yeah, about 50, maybe 45 of us, maybe around that, between 40 and 50. And we walked across the Brooklyn Bridge, paused, stopped, walked, paused, stopped, walked, and took pictures of people on the bridge, took pictures of one another, took pictures of the landmark, took pictures of the bridge. And it was absolutely wonderful meeting so many incredible photographers. I have new followers, and I'm following new people on Instagram and YouTube that I met along the way. And I did also I did a video, obviously, because I did what's called my photography on the move. And let me see if I can put that up here a little bit. Oh, let me cut this off because my little cursor gets trapped when my other screen is on. Okay, there we go. And let's see here. Let's go into the presentation of that. And man, it was so cool to be able to do it. Let me see if this is going to work properly. So, all right, here we go. Here we go. La, 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 la.
Ron, right?
Yep, Ron Foster. If you just go on anywhere, just Google it, say put in Touch Base Daily, yeah, I'll pop up. It's my YouTube channel.
So you'll see
to
that we're
photograph
all.
you. I mean, to on my YouTube.
I'm having
my YouTube channel is
conversations
Touch Base
with
Daily,
people on
and
the
I
bridge,
interview
obviously.
photographers, and I share what's going on in the photography world.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Awesome.
So anyway, your name is
Sasha.
Sasha. I'm Ron.
Nice.
Courtney. Okay, so now what brings you to the Brooklyn Bridge?
So we're with Artbound Initiative, which is a program that looks to place interns into positions and into the industry. And so this is one of our interns, Courtney. She's here.
Wow.
And she's a photographer as well. And so, yeah, this program just really looks to get participants, students from all over the world acclimated with the city and to just show them what the culture is like. And so today we decided to come do this photo walk so that they can get more experience.
And so you see, I'm having conversations with all these folks, and this is a gentleman has his camera. So just having conversations with everyone that was out there. So if you're interested in this footage from the Flickr photo
nice. I've never
walk,
seen anything like this.
let's go to the YouTube channel. It's right there for everybody to see.
Cool. Well, welcome.
Go to the page, and you will see it. Oops, wrong page. Let's go back to. There we go. So there you go. So you'll see it under On the Move. What is a photo walk across the Brooklyn Bridge? Okay, so check that out. And you'll see also other footage from, you see On the Move from different parts of Photoville and all the stuff that's going on that I've been sharing with you guys and keeping you abreast. All the photographers out there that love Photoville or maybe have never heard of Photoville and you're like, oh, I want to check this out. Anyway. That's what it's all about. So check that out. We had a good time this weekend. I am for Monday morning. I'm exhausted, but also today is Motivation Monday. So for those that are new here, Motivation Mondays when we motivate each other and we motivate. I hopefully will motivate you to a better week. Okay, let's see what you guys have put in there while I was doing all of that. Okay, let's see here. Kelly says, I hear it's absolutely amazing. Talking about Bad Boys. Bryson laughs at me. Hilarious. Okay, let's see here. Sounds good. Let's talk. Okay, la la la. Okay, we're in here. Oh, I did not see that. Bryson says there was the BET Awards nominations. Everybody saw the BET and the awards nominations are in, and Usher is getting Lifetime Achievement Award, and Taraji P. Henson is hosting this year's show. Okay, so it's not hasn't happened yet. Okay, I was like, okay, did I miss something? So that's on the. See, Bryson knows everything entertainment. Everything entertainment. He keeps us in the loop. Christy says. To Kelly, wasn't it? It was so cool of him. Would have to be in a shock. Loved the way he took photos with everyone. Yeah, I saw that. I heard that on the news this morning. Yes, 10-10 wins. So, hey, Amparo's in the building. What's going on, Amparo? Grand rising to you as well. And also, I see here Hannah. Hannah's in the building. She says she worked in her garden and helped clean her pool. For those that are lucky to have a pool. We don't have a pool in my building. We don't have anything like that. Let's see here. Bryson says, great information. Okay, great. Work. Hannah says, I'm working cleaning out a garage stall in my garage. So I'll be listening today in and out. Gotcha. That's how we do it. That's the beauty of being on YouTube. Because you can do several things while you're listening. You can be working while listening. And so all you folks that are in the Instagram platform, make sure you cross over. Come on over to our YouTube channel, Touch Base Daily. Just put it inside the search and you will find us in the YouTube universe. And so we've just been having a great time over here. So you'll have a better experience in the YouTube world. Hey, Aya is in the building. How are you? She is in the building as well. Okay, cool. I think we're all here. We are all here. I saw Jamel Shabazz over in the Instagram area, and a couple of the folks over there in the Instagram. Come on over. Come on over. Some really cool people. Arthur Graham Photography is over there, and I am the Wish Makers over there. T-shirt Tails 9 is over there. Mellow Meek. Hey, Mellow Meek. Yeah. So come on over. Come over to the YouTube area. YouTube channel, Touch Base Daily. Okay. The Girls Club is in the building. Good morning, Ron. I enjoyed your photo walk this weekend. Thanks for sharing. That's what it's about. It's a community. This is a community, and I just kind of like just invite you into my little world. So if I'm out hanging out, sometimes I will pop on here just to share it with you, because again, I'm aware that there are a lot of people that are in our community that live in other parts of the world or other parts of the country, and you may not be getting some of this kind of stuff in your wherever you are. I know that New York City is very, very unique in that we have photo walks, we have workshops, we have Photoville. A lot of places don't have that for photographers, and if they do, you have to pay for it. And New York City has a lot of events geared towards photography, or just events in general in New York City, that are free. And we are lucky to have that here in New York City, because everyone wants to show off what they have to New Yorkers, so that way they can use that promo for the rest of the conversation around the world or in their communities. I see here. Okay. Bryson says, oh, he's also sharing. Bryson says, it's still Pride Month for all LGBTQ community, for all the gays and lesbians, and had their parade, Pride Parade, and Pride is universal, is this Saturday if y'all in LA. Oh, okay. LA has a Pride Parade. Okay, going on this weekend. Who was out in New York City at the Puerto Rican Day Parade? Anyone at the Puerto Rican Day Parade? I was busy working at Photoville, but how many of you, anyone who stepped out to the Puerto Rican Day Parade? I heard it was amazing yesterday. They got perfect weather, and from all of the videos that I've seen from it, it looked like a lot of people had a lot of fun. Yeah, so I find that June is the most festive of all of the months. There's a lot going on in June. They were having a big event down at the Brooklyn Navy Yard here in Brooklyn, right, not too far from my house, and they were cranking the music. They were house music all from when I walked in the door, coming from work in the city with Photoville. I got home and I came home to house music right down the block, and they were just jamming for Puerto Rican Day, the Puerto Rican Day Parade, and the Puerto Rican Day celebrations. Chris R is in the building. What's going on? Rashawn is in the building. What's going on? Derek T. Tuggle is in the building all the way from West Coast. Okay. Amparo, did you photograph the Puerto Rican Day Parade? She said, I wish I went. Oh, no, you didn't go. Okay. Oh, I thought you would have been out there, Amparo. I thought you would have been out there. Yeah. Oh, it was the Puerto Rican Day is a great photo. If you are a photographer, again, living in New York City, we have lots of parades to photograph and festivities. So you can get out there and practice. I met this really cool dude yesterday at Photoville while we were at the end of the day. And this gentleman, he came up to look at the exhibition, and he was, kind of just meandering through and looking around, look at the art, the photography. And then he had a question. He was like, so how do I, he asked me a question. He says, are these photos edited? And then we had this great conversation about editing. And then we dove into his desire and love for photography. And he had just started out. He was just trying to like figure out what to do. He has, he got his camera, just bought a new camera. And I said, well, you have to get out there and shoot. And I was very glad that he had his camera in his bag. He had the camera. He took it out, showed me what kind of camera he had. And I was able to say with him, hey, you know what? Again, like I always say to everyone that lives here in New York City, we are lucky. We got Adorama, we have B&H, we have Sony. These are companies that have workshops and they're free and you can learn. And so again, all this advice. And one of the advices I want to just share with you that I gave to him for those that are interested in photography, and you are saying, you know what? I want to take this photography thing a little deeper. I want to go deeper into my photography. I want to take great photos. I want to improve. The only answer on this Motivation Monday, can I motivate you to keep clicking? Just get out and photograph your world. Photograph your world. The more you photograph, the better you'll get, because you will learn the settings. And I was sharing with him, I said, take your, that little A on your camera, aperture priority. That's what that stands for. Take photos for a week or two, or maybe for the month, just in aperture priority. So you learn how to use it. Then the next couple of weeks, or maybe the next month, take pictures only in using your shutter speed, that little S that's on your camera, right? For those that have the cameras. And then play with your ISO. Play with that little ISO button that goes up and down according to your sensitivity to light. Play with it. If you do that, if you take just a month or two, take several weeks, and photograph on those settings every day, you will see improvement. You will see improvement, because photography is all about continuing to photograph and become one with your cameras, right? You say, oh, wow, this person takes amazing shots. This person over here takes great shots. They take the shots that they take because they photograph as much as they can to keep improving. It's like everything else. It's like riding a bike. When I first started riding a bike, I had tricycle, and I had my little, my little, what do you want to call those little wheels they put on the bikes when I was a kid. And then you graduate, and then they take off the training wheels. There we go. That's right. There, my mind was a little slow there. Training wheels. You take off those training wheels, and then you're able to just ride the bike. And then if you say, you know what, I'm just tired of riding up and down the street, right? I'm tired of just riding up and down the street. I want to go further. And before you know it, then you're riding 100 miles. I never thought I would ever ride my bike more than 100 miles. Who could have imagined when I was younger and just taking off my training wheels that I would be riding a bike from New York to Philadelphia, right? So you never know what you're able to do, but you just got to keep doing it. So continue with your photography. Continue to get out there and do it. Okay, I see Empire says, I had a full weekend. I need a, she says she needs a down day. She says, I'm planning to go to Photoville this weekend. Yes, this is the last weekend of Photoville. So come on out. Be inspired. Come on out. See the photography. Be inspired. Okay. So we're out. So okay. Again, this is Motivation Monday. So I'm just gonna be talking, just trying to motivate you, encourage you. Again, a shout out to all the people at Flickr that were with me. Had a great time. Took some photos. What else is what else is going on in the world? Um, I'm steering away today on Motivation Monday from politics. There's a lot to say, but if you follow my stories, you'll see me post them. But I'm going to steer away from politics. Okay, so guys, what do you feel about photography? What is it that drives you to pick up the camera? Put it in the chat. What drives you to pick up your camera? And then we're going to go into the motivation quote for the day. And then we're going to send you on your way for the week. Okay. So, what drives you to pick up your camera? Whether it be your smartphone, your DSLR, your mirrorless, your point and shoot, your film camera. What drives you to pick up your camera? I'm curious. I know there are some photographers in the room. So, I mean, that's pretty much our base in this audience, in this community, right? What drives you to pick up your camera? I am curious. Rashawn says, my favorite is taking pictures of the sunrise, sunset, and of course, the clouds. You're about the sky. Look at that. Rashawn takes pictures of sunrises, sunsets, and the clouds. Speaking of clouds, has anyone ever played a game with family members and look up at the sky and look at clouds and say, that cloud looks like, and then you finish it off? That cloud looks like a dog. That cloud looks like a mountain. That cloud looks like. Yeah, interesting. I do. Rashawn, I am with you. I love sunrises, sunsets, and definitely the clouds. But most of all, my sunsets. Sunsets have a deeper meaning for me. It's like the end of a day. I mean, like it's like almost like the end of a chapter. You're writing your book, you're writing your page of the day, and it's like the end, and it's like the exclamation point, or like it's over. The day is over. Okay, what else are you guys shooting out there? What's that? Oh, do share. Amparo, do share. You said I found a wonderful exercise to expand creativity. Is that your photography? Oh, she's going in deeper. Here it is. Here it is. She goes, I'm driving by capturing images that will thrill people by capturing a moment in a way that no one else can in that moment. Yeah. Amparo, isn't that right? I always say we have you hear me say it over and over. We photographers have an awesome responsibility. It is a calling. For we who do it, we got the awesome responsibility of freezing time, freezing expressions, freezing emotion, freezing moments. Yeah. And also freezing moments that people may have overlooked by walking down the street, walking across the bridge, elements of the bridge, elements of a building that people walk by every day and never see it. What else is out there? What else are you guys saying out there? And Brian says, I have to post pics from a car show yesterday. I had to yesterday that was started to honor a former instructor and car designer. Okay, so you take pictures regarding to your relationship to automobiles. Being that also you're from Detroit, the automobile capital. And Shirley says, I love capturing different moments in my life that I like to replay by looking at photos. I find that very therapeutic. Sometimes I go through photos of family members and friends and friends of the family, and it just takes me back. It rekindles those minds, that those little areas in your brain of the past. Helps you to remember. Yeah. Um, let's see here. What else is there? Let's see what else is out there. What else are you saying? Okay. Okay. Hi. Kimmy Kim is saying hi, everyone. Kimmy Kim, we're all sharing what drives us to photograph. What drives us to pick up a camera and photograph. That's what we're talking about if you're just arriving. Paula says, I love playing that cloud game. I love sunrises and sunsets too. Okay, great job, great job. Kimmy Kim says, just took pics of clouds last week. Wow, I didn't know so many people take pictures of clouds. Holy moly. I didn't know that. I thought it was just something I did obscurely. The Girls Club Inc. says, I love taking pictures of landscapes, city art, like murals and statues, as well as memorable moments. Nice, nice. Okay, what time is it? It is time to go right into our Motivation Monday. So for those that are just joining, it is Motivation Monday. And so here we are. Let's talk. Let's go into our Motivation Monday. I should have put that up there. And also, let me just put this in here so that way you can, there we go. Like, subscribe, and share if you're just here for the first time. If you're here for the second time, you don't do it. Always like and share. It means so much when we creatives are on social media. So make sure you do that. Hey, Jamel Shabazz walked in the building. The great Jamel Shabazz. He says, good morning, family. I saw you over Instagram. I saw you in Instagram, Jamel. I saw you in Instagram. Oh, speaking of Jamel, before I go into these Motivation Monday tips, I should do this because I did put in here Jamel. I did put in here in one of my announcements. Where is it? Where is it? Is this you, Jamel? Echoes of Tomorrow. We are the future ancestors at the Oculus. It's June 12th. That's this week starts to the 26th from 12 to 6 p.m. It's an exhibition of several artists. And I do believe Jamel Shabazz is one of them. And that is called Echoes of Tomorrow. If you're in New York City and you want to head on down to the Oculus, this is being presented to you guys. Echoes of Tomorrow photography. We are the future ancestors. Check that out. I do believe Jamel is on it. That's why I put this in here. I got to support my brother. Okay. Also, guys, so we're doing announcements real quick before we start. RLP Urban Photographers Meetup. We are going to be photographing we're going to be capturing the Mermaid Parade at Coney Island on June 22nd. So make sure you do that. Make sure you put that on your calendar. We'll be there at 1 p.m. If you don't know, we have a meetup group, my meetup group. We meet every fourth Saturday of the month, usually from 2 to 4 o'clock in a different location in the city. So check that out. RLP Urban Photographers Meetup. You can find that in the Meetup app. And we'll be meeting to photograph the Mermaid Parade. And I'm so excited because this technically is I have to say, is my first time going to the Mermaid Parade. Usually the Mermaid Parade is in the third week and it's never in the fourth weekend of the month or the fourth Saturday. And because of the way the month laid out, it's the fourth Saturday. So it coincides with our meetup. And I said, why not combine the two? And so we're going to have a lot of fun doing that. Also, for those that are in my Patreon community, we are having our Patreon Basic Photography 101 Q&A session on Thursday, June 20th at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll be on this platform. It'll be a closed event for the Patreon folks. And that is the Patreon paying members that will be there. And so we'll be doing that on the 20th. And that is a Q&A so we can talk about photography. And if whatever you come with your questions, since we are photographers, creative space. Okay, so let's do that. That's also, and I think we have one more. Obviously, you already heard me say Photoville is now through June 16th. Make sure you go out there. It's Brooklyn Bridge, Roebling Park, Roebling Plaza at the underneath the Brooklyn Bridge Park, underneath the Brooklyn Bridge at the Brooklyn Bridge Park. Okay, those are all the announcements for today. Okay, and now we should go into our Motivation Monday. I see some information going on here. Let me pop that off. Oh, let me pop that on. Keep that on. And let me go here and take this little guy off the screen. Okay. I'm playing around here with all this stuff here. Okay, my little gadgets and my little buttons here. Okay, I see here some more. Here, Jamel says, "Hi, Kim." Okay, Joseph, good morning. I see here. Let me just catch up. Make sure I don't lose anyone. Jamel's talking to everybody. Okay, good. Yes, I am in the show, Ron. Thanks for sharing. There we go. The great Jamel Shabazz is going to be in that presentation at the Oculus. So I will be there. You know, I will be sharing that also and filming it at some point and sharing it on our YouTube platform, because that's what I do when I'm on the move, because I like to support other photographers. Okay, here we go. Let's get motivated. Let's get motivated. So if you have had the chance, can I see? Let me just see if I can pop this off. And then, so this morning, as I always do on Mondays, I put out the quote of the day, which goes usually on my it goes onto all my platforms, all my social media, and I will put out a quote of the day. And today's quote of the day is: "The older you get, the more fragile you understand life to be." I think that's good motivation for getting out of bed joyfully each day, says Julia Roberts. And this was a really cool quote. I mean, I say I am, for those that know me, I am addicted to great quotes. I love quotes. I scour the internet looking for great quotes for inspiration. I find in my life, for me, quotes inspire me to keep going. Quotes, good quotes help me stay focused. Great quotes help me like forget sometimes the cares of the day and now focus on something that is meaningful and that will inspire me to not give up. Because we all go and we all have a moment of giving up. We all have moments of, why am I doing this? We all have moments of, it's just not working out. We all have those moments. People say, I had someone say to me, they said, "Ron, you're always so full of joy." And I said, I'm not always full of joy. When I'm on this platform, I come here with my A game, or I come in here because I'm here to be a blessing to you guys, to be an encouragement. And what usually happens if I'm here, when I'm here, I'm encouraging myself. So the old saying, the old Bible verse that says it's more blessed to give than to receive, or, quote, I'm paraphrasing. It is. When you give to others, you really do get blessed. Sometimes we go through things and we climb out of it, and then we inspire someone else that's going through the same thing. You find like, wow, I'm so, and part of you is like, I'm glad I went through it because now I can help others. So it does make a difference. But I am a quote person. I love quotes. I love Mark Twain. I love old Spurgeons. I love, there's so many people, especially from the 1800s. I don't know why I love reading books from the 1800s. But anyway, that's just my gig. But anyway, let's go back on subject. The older you get, the more fragile you understand life to be. I think that's good motivation for getting out of bed joyfully each day, says our wonderful Julia Roberts. And so we have a person, Janet Fisher. She always ends her quotes. I should say, when she talks to me, like when we talk on text or whatever, she always ends with "Life is fragile." Life is fragile. And I was like, when I said, Janet, you always have that on your after you finish, we have a conversation. And Janet is an older woman, has lived an amazing life and continues to live an amazing life. And I look to her for lots of inspiration. She inspires me every conversation. She's also part of our meetup group. She comes out, she walks around the street. She's like, I don't care. I'm a senior citizen, but you know what? I do my thing. I live my life. And she gets up every, as far as I know from our conversation, she gets up with purpose. And purpose is what drives us to get through some stuff. Like I said, life is hard. I remember I read a quote this week. It was an interview, and this gentleman was I'm quoting. He said, "Life is hard. If you live long enough, you will have some hard moments." So here we go. Julia Roberts quote: "The older you get, the more fragile you understand life to be. As we grow older, we witness the passage of time and the changes it brings. We see loved ones age and sometimes pass away, and we experience our own physical and mental transformations. These experiences can install a sense of urgency to make the most of our time, pursue our passions, and cherish the moments we have." Guys, that's so important there. I'm putting a pin right here. Instill a sense of urgency. I was talking yesterday to someone. I said, I'm 60 years old. That means I have lived more than I'm going to live. I was like, and we were sitting out on the steps at Photoville, and I said, I have lived more than I will live. And that could be for any case. You could be, someone could be 20 years old and they're not going to live long, but they just don't know it. Their time may expire. But at 60, I realize more and more, or as I get older, I realize more and more, because now I'm over 50. So I'm probably not going to live beyond 100. Maybe it's possible. Maybe, but I definitely probably won't live to 120. So I have less years in front of me than I have behind me. And so everything I do today, I do it differently I gauge it and I look at it and say, why am I doing it? How does it impact me? How does it impact others? I don't just live just to be living. I mean, when you're younger, you don't even think, you just go and do. But as you get older, you begin to really think about why you're doing what you're doing. Right? So you start thinking about, wow, if I do this, how is it going to impact my life? Here's another one. Getting out of bed joyfully each day is a choice that reflects an optimistic outlook on life. Whoa. It's a choice, y'all. It's a choice. Getting out of bed joyfully. There's I forgot the name of the book, but I think the title is Make Your Bed. Make your bed in the morning. One of the first things you do as a person that will help you to organize your day. The first thing you should do is to make your bed. And what the author talks about is that because when you make your bed, it's the accomplishment of your first task of the day. So when you wake up, you get up, you make your bed, you accomplish your first task of the day, which will lead you to continue throughout your day and accomplish more tasks. Okay, so anyway, so getting up, getting out of bed joyfully each day is a choice that reflects an optimistic outlook on life. Yes, you have to get out of there and love what you do. Get up with purpose. It's about finding happiness in the small things, celebrating achievements, no matter how minor, and maintaining a positive attitude, even in the face of challenges. Next. It's a reminder that every day is a new opportunity to create joy, connect with others, and contribute positively to the world around us. We always talk about that here in this community. Life is about purpose. Shoot, I even wear a coat. I even have a blazer that says that. Life is purpose. That's kind of like my theme. Life is purpose. Purpose. To live life is to have purpose. They remind us that while life may be fragile, it is also precious and worth savoring every moment. I love moments. Adrian's in the building, so I can say this. When we spend time together, it means the world to me. When you know, when it means the world. When you spend time with your kids, when you spend time with your adopted kids, when you spend time with your blood children, when you spend time with your spiritual children, when you spend time with your wife, your husband, your spouse, your good friends, right? It is so precious, those moments. And when we do them, we have to savor them. It's like hanging out with my buddy this weekend, going to see Bad Boys, Bad Boys. What you gonna do? I mean, I like Bad Boys, but he loves Bad Boys. He loves that whole franchise. He gets crazy about he's quoting stuff to me like, I'm like, that was a long time ago in the first two movies, and I pretty much don't know what happened in the first two movies. But because he's so invested in it, I said, let's go. Let's do it. I'm in. Because it's about spending time with the people you care about. So it is also precious and worth savoring every moment. Savor every moment when you're with the people you love. Okay. Let me see what you guys are saying in here before I end this and conclude here. I see you guys just popping and saying hello. That's good. Kimmy says, your spirit is one of the best reasons I love your lives, Ron. Thanks. And Paro says, Ron, you really are my twin. I love a good quote, especially Rumi. Kimmy says, the wisdom of aging. Hey, Trish is in the building. West Coast is in the building. She says, not making my bed, not making the bed. You better make that bed. Aya says, thank you very much, Ron, for the Monday motivations. At 60, you are so youthful and motivating, elevating, and energetic. Yeah, when I tell people I'm 60, they're like, what? But I feel every bit of 60. I feel Trish says you are too early now. Well, I know you have to get out of bed and join us. I know the West Coast is a little early when you guys pop on. When I come on at 10 o'clock now, I know you guys are kind of like getting the crust out of your eyes. I know. Anyway, let's get back to the subject. Okay, here we go. As we conclude, let's take the Motivation Monday as a call to action. Rise with purpose on this Motivation Monday. a call to action. Rise with purpose, spread kindness, and find joy in the journey of life. Yeah. And that's how I see life. That's how I see life. People say, they say, why do you laugh so much? Why do you have so much fun? And again, like I will always say, I'm just like everybody else. I cry, I am in pain, I struggle, I yada, 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 yada. But there's a thought that overrides it all. There's several thoughts that rise it above it all, is to rise with purpose, spread kindness, and find joy in the journey of life. Yesterday, Sam, who's one of the founders of Photoville, and we were chatting, and we were talking about how beautiful it is to spread joy and to be kind. And we said, how is it possible that there are individuals that spend so much time being mean? That's a lot of unnecessary energy when you can just be kind, when you can just say hello. As I was walking across the bridge this weekend and meeting all these people at the Flickr photo walk, I met new people. I gained new friends, possibly, maybe long term. Who knows how long and how deep these friendships will be? But every friendship begins with a hello. Every dating situation begins with a hello. Every good job or anything that you're going to do begins with a hello. When I'm on LinkedIn and I'm working and I'm, prospecting for clients, it begins with a hello. Kindness goes a long way. Rise with purpose, whatever that purpose is that you have, and you may have several purposes. You may have tons of purposes. Spread kindness. And guys, we're on a journey. We're on a journey. Find joy in the journey of life. And there you have it. There you have it, guys. What says you? What says you? What says you? I hope you guys inspired. I hope this motivates somebody today. Kim says, I agree. No negative energy here. Let me tell you, I do not allow people with negative energy to hang out around me. I just don't. That's another, people say, a secret of living a life and I guess staying young. Don't allow negative people in your space. That's right. Like I always say, hello. We all have negative moments. I give myself 24 hours for a pity party. Like, if I'm really feeling down and out, I give myself permission to have a pity party for 24 hours. You got 24 hours to just wallow in your sorrow. But you got to get up. You got to get up. You got to get up and go. The journey continues. Right? Trish says, positive vibe warriors. Trish says, I thought that mean spirit thing was a New York thing. Hello. Jamel if Jamel's still in the audience, I'm sure he will concur with me on this thought. New Yorkers, native New Yorkers. There's a key factor I'm going here as I close out, because we're gonna close. We got 3 minutes. New Yorkers, native New Yorkers are the kindest people on the planet. The kindest people on the planet. It's the transplants that move here that think they have to be big and bad and mean and nasty and Those are the people that give New Yorkers a bad name. And they're not even from New York. I had this discussion with some of my neighbors. This was like on my, that next door app. Next door app. They were talking about, oh, these people are mean. Some of the people are racist and yada, yada, yada. And I was like, those are not New Yorkers. They're transplants. There are a lot of transplants in New York City. And they're the mean people. They're the people that walk around sour and think they have to be big and bad because it's the New York thing. That's a that's a myth. Most New Yorkers are the kindest people and will give you their shirt off their back if you need it. Right, Shirley? Shirley says, so true. So true. Yes, right. We're the nicest in the world. I think Ireland got y'all beat on nice. Ireland. No. New Yorkers. Native New Yorkers. I gotta make sure I clarify. Native New Yorkers. Okay. Girl Club says, Ron, can you do a live on how you get clients on LinkedIn? Yeah, we could do that. It's noted. It is noted. And Aya says, I really enjoy these wonderful affirmations and quotes. RLP MM quotes. Every friendship begins with a hello. That's right. Absolutely. Okay. And on that note, I'm going to let you guys go. It's time to let you guys go. Off to a great week. Off to the next part of your journey. Step out. If you like this, like, subscribe, and share. And I will see you tomorrow on our Touch Base Daily. And tomorrow is Tip Tuesday. We'll be talking photography tips. And let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go out and enjoy the week. Let's make it happen. You guys rock. Love you all. Enjoy.